Aquarius, welcome to your May 2024 message for the month ahead. Wow, you've got a big one. Oh my gosh, you have six major arcana cards and like a 9-card spread. So this is definitely a big month for you, Aquarius. Um, wow, oh my gosh, my heart like goes out to you. It's not bad, but it's like at this place where things are just like so out of balance that you're kind of doing everything you can do just to like maintain status quo, just to get like that mental balance and that emotional balance. Because like for the soul level lesson this month, it's like that struggle and that battle between like wanting to hermit, wanting to just like go in your room and like get some alone time. But the emperor is like the ultimate. You got the Hermit card, which is the ultimate I want to be by myself card. And I need time to just like be in my own head and thoughts. The Emperor card is like the ultimate take action card. So it's literally finding that balance between, even though you want to kind of, everything going on in your life right now is making you want to like retreat and cave off and be by yourself. There's a lot of action that you're having to be taking. And like the Emperor is control. So this definitely indicates that a lot of what's happening in your life right now is 100% out of your control. And you're having to take action that you don't want to like take. And it kind of seems like that action that you don't want to take because of whatever's happening outside of your control. Guys, that can look like a loved one's in the hospital. That could look like your best friend is going through a divorce and you like have to just logistically do some things for her. It's like those types of things. Or it's, your daughter got in a car accident, so you have to like take off time off work to go take care of, maybe with her in the hospital, or take care of her when she gets out of the hospital. It's like those things that like you kind of have to do it and it's like totally out of your control. So it looks like you're really trying to set up a routine to make sure that your emotions and your mental state are balanced. It looks like maybe trying to meditate, maybe trying to work out. You're like, okay, here's all these lists of things I don't want to do. Since I needed the energy and the clear mind to do them, I guess I have to start doing these things. So like your soul level lesson is, even though you kind of want to like just be alone and have your own peace, it's like the world is like thrusting you back into action. It's kind of making you having to be productive. Because for like the personal human level is like, wow, this is interesting. However this pans out, there's a part of you that just wants it to be extremely peaceful. Whether it's going to turn out in your favor or against your favor, you just want it to be peaceful and as fair as possible for you. So it kind of looks like that's why you're kind of doing some of this stuff to make you healthier. The working out, the meditating, the whatever you're going to do for your self-care, because you just want to be in the most balanced emotional state that you can be. So whatever's going on in your life that's kind of rocking your boat, that's out of your control, it is making you deliberately focus on, aka manifest, a calm, peaceful state of mind with extreme emotional balance. So even though there's something big rocking your life right now, this is going to help you just get more balanced in your emotions. Because it does look like in your recent past there was like an uptick of energy, and it was like passionate energy. It was kind of like it's almost like a, oh my God, I want to live moment, like a, oh my God, I want to live, or like one of those moments where you're like, oh my God, I still have so much life ahead of me. I want to be in the best shape I can be. And that doesn't mean go like run a marathon. It just means something's like reinvigorating you into, wait, I better work out. I don't want to like lose the muscle I've gained. There's definitely just been a recent uptick of energy that's really kind of like ignited your emotions and your desire to just be in better physical health. I don't know how else to say that or how else to read it. In terms of the current moment, we got the Balance Major Arcana card, which is the Strength card in traditional tarot, reverse. So whatever's going on in your life, it's just like your emotions are like completely off balance with it right now, and you don't really have much control over what's going on. I'm going to skip to the near future to get to some good news for you guys. The near future, you got the World Major Arcana card upright, and that is where you hit a completion point. Like you went through a full growth cycle, and it kind of looks like Aquarius's growth cycle for you is being able to maintain a more balanced equilibrium in terms of your emotional state and a little bit your mental state. And I hate to say this. I'm just the messenger, guys. It looks like you're also starting to recognize that some of the things that you wanted in relationships before this moment were kind of childish and were kind of, you realize now, unrealistic. You realize now require too much sacrifice of the other person. So it's like you're going to come to this like a completion point of a more balanced emotional mental state, and it's almost as if it's going to like wake you up to realizing, wait, I want to be there for other people. What do they need from me? Yes, of course I want them to be there for me and I want them to take care of my needs, but like, oh my god, I've been so focused on my needs the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but like I haven't even been asking them what they need. I've just been trying to get them to do what I want, and it's just been this battle between what they want, what I want, but like, oh my god, I actually want to meet their needs. So this is going to be pretty transformative month for you. Yeah, wow. Comment below, guys. What's going on? So it looks like your personal power this month to like make the most of it. Honestly, it's being okay that you don't really have a strong say in whatever this is, and being okay that like you don't have any power in this situation. You don't have any control over what's happening. Your personal power is just kind of accept like, okay, it is what it is, and this is just how I'm spending the next 2 weeks of my life. This is how I'm spending the next 2 months of my life. And guys, if there's any advice I can give you, I don't remember who I heard this quote from, but the whole meaning of life, and and it's not a super spiritual leader who said this. I know that much, but they were, oh, that's easy, enjoying the passage of time. And so that's when you're not thinking of some grandiose idea of something fun you could do in the future. That's not insisting and demanding that someone meet a need now. That's, okay, I go to the gym. I'm going to enjoy the gym as much as I can while I'm there. Maybe make some friends, maybe push my body physically. For the next 2 months, I'm driving my friend to her cancer treatments. So it's like not trying to make that magical or sparkleable. It's just, okay, for the next 2 months, I'm there for my friend. How do I make this? This is the way my time is going to be spent. How do I make it more enjoyable? All right, well, what are her favorite meals? Let me make her favorite meals so that when I pick her up, I can get there a little early so we can just, share a cup of tea, share her favorite meal with her, and I could just listen to her. I'm going to tear up for you guys. And be there with her and share this meal with her, and then like drive her there. I'm going to like, as this time goes on, it's like, hey, what were some of your favorite songs when you were 20? What were some of your favorite songs in your 30s? And I'm going to make a playlist for them. And maybe, if you're older, you might have to ask like younger people in your life to like, hey, I've got this list of songs. Can you put this together on like a YouTube playlist for me so I could play it when I'm driving my friend into her treatments? It's like kind of recognizing that it's really about how do you, whatever this is that's out of your control, that you kind of just, you have to spend your time that way. How do you make it the most enjoyable that you can? Because it's just accepting that that is how your time is going to be spent. So you might as well enjoy it more and like enjoy it as max you can. It looks like, okay, this is the outside influences card, other people around you. Well, the other person, whatever happened to this other person that you kind of have to do stuff for, they got the ego card upright, the devil card upright. That's like the ultimate pleasure card. That's like the ultimate giving into your impulses card. So that means like this person might be like, oh my god, I can't control my emotions right now, and they're like binge eating or whatever their coping mechanism of choice is. So they're just like at a place of being out of control in their search for comfort. So can we get them some advice for that one? Recognize that whatever's going on in that person, it was a tower card moment for them. So that's where it was like unexpected. It's kind of, you lose a job where you've been there for 30 years, you get a cancer diagnosis, you get divorced literally out of nowhere. Like it's that kind of like big emotional traumatic things that are happening. Or like a kid who's, I never want to talk to you again. So that person's going through something big and major. They have not, they haven't accepted that this might, hold on, I want to be careful how I word this. They haven't accepted that this could be like a life altering situation. So if it's the kid example, they'll be like, they'll think about it and they'll come back around. Oh, my wife just said that she's gonna. I know in a couple weeks she'll come back around. But yet you've had conversations with the wife and she's like, no, I would never get back with him. So they haven't accepted that this is like a life altering thing that's happening to them, and they're just like, so they're not accepting it's life altering. They're not accepting that they can't do as much like fun activities. They haven't fully accepted that their life is like narrowing down, that they just have to take care of this thing, whether it's like cancer treatment, whether it's we got to go through the divorce and sort the paperwork out. They just haven't accepted that their life is, we should focus on this. So that means instead of, okay, so if I've got to go through this cancer thing, um, let's like look up diets that help cancer patients. Let's look up skincare routines that help people go through that. Let's So they haven't accepted that their life has narrowed down and they're not like trying to make the most of it. Instead, they're just like binge eating, or they're just like hyper, they're doing some coping mechanism like out of control right now. So what's your advice though to Aquarius for like how to help them? Well, it's pretty much don't change them. Don't give them advice for how to better handle this. It's, gosh, it's almost as if it's like a, you're gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do to make it as enjoyable as possible for them. Anything you do to make it more enjoyable for them kind of has to be behind the scenes. So it's not, you need to be taking better care of yourself. So to give you an example, give me your favorite foods and I'm gonna make them for you and we're gonna eat them. It's just gotta be a, hey, what's your favorite meal? Okay, cool. And then you go behind the scenes every time you show up, just bring that favorite meal. And it does look like you definitely need to do some, like, narrow down, focus on them, make it as enjoyable as you can. You need at least one thing outside of this that kind of gives you a little spark. So even if that's just going to the gym to get a good swim in, even if that's just every morning I take my walk, or it's every Tuesday I go to this trivia group or this bowling group. So you're narrow down, focus on being that kind of stable support rock for that person and just accepting this is what my life is the next 2 months, 4 months, 6 months. Universe, show me how to make this as enjoyable as I possibly can and show me the one thing that gives me a little, I like doing that just for me. That's the advice to you, Aquarius. All right, I hope this read was helpful. My heart goes out to the person, whatever it is they're going through. If you would like some more support with this, I've got a couple ways. The first one's free. Every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm live for free on my Facebook page or my Facebook group. Links to that is down below. Number two is for the person who wants a do-it-yourself course at home. 5 steps to manifest anything and everything. My law of attraction course is on sale right now. It's normally $297. It's only $97. I break down all 5 steps to manifesting. How do you ask and ask the universe actually delivers? What's your job versus the universe's job? How do you actually receive your desire or receive the next step along your desire? Step 4, how do you get into the synchronistic flow, which is ask, receive, ask, receive, ask, receive. Step 5, what do you add when that vibrational contrast happens? How do you navigate it so that you get right back into step 1 and step 3, asking and receiving? That is on sale. And of course, if you want more live, up close and personal support with me, I do have personal readings available. That a link for that is down below. It's a live Zoom call, so I will be channeling spirit guides, pulling cards. You get a full hour to ask all the questions that your heart's desires, and I can channel my spirit guides, I can channel your spirit guides, I can channel your higher self. You tell me where you want my focus of channeling, and we will get you the answers that you are searching for. Which, much love. I wish you well on this month of mental and emotional stability, and congratulations for your growth, Aquarius.